once again a warm welcome to Flight Sim and other stuff, and the news for this week are the 25th of April 2021. As usual, this is my take on the news, steering away from the stuff that everyone else covers. The big developers, Orbex and people like that, Aerosoft, they got a big enough publicity machine and lots of people pushing their stuff. I'm trying to find out some of those articles online that from the smaller developers, or even better, the free software. So, in this week's news, a old name in Flight Sim is making a comeback. We got an update to a turboprop in Microsoft Flight Sim. I promised last week some stuff I'll dig out about X-Plane. Got two fantastic freeware scenery plugins, add-ons for X-Plane. There was a patch for Microsoft's Flight Simulator that happened last week. Not the world update, but a patch after that, and that was really important for some people, including myself. And right at the end, the other stuff. Nothing to do with Microsoft, nothing to do with X-Plane, in fact, nothing to do with Flight Sims. Something to help people that wear COVID masks and, like me, have to wear glasses. So all of that coming up in this week's news on Flight Sim and other stuff. So let's jump straight in, and that old name. Now, I used to use Flyinside when I first got into VR. They made a plugin for X-Plane version 10 and version 11 pre-11.3 or something like that, which made VR flying amazing. And I really do mean amazing. You could actually see your hands and use your hands without controllers. It was an amazing project. They even span off their own flight sim, which I did buy, I do have, and I'm afraid, guys, things have come on an awful lot since then, and as can be seen from the official website, their last update on that flight sim was way back in 29. They are still around, and I would love to support them, so I can't wait to see this. They're going to release a helicopter, and they've done all the work with the flight model. Microsoft doesn't support helicopters. Well, we've already seen the H135. That project is going on and gets massive updates, and I really like flying that. But I can't wait to see what Flyinside have done. And as long as it's reasonably priced, they will definitely get some money from me to support them, and I can't wait to have a go at flying this helicopter. Helicopters in VR are just a complete other thing. So that's the first one I picked up on Microsoft, and moving along, I found this one, the Vertigo Turboprop Racer. This is just a patch to one of the default aircraft, the PT-6A, and I downloaded this and I've flown the Mach Loop in it. Yeah, I love flying the Mach Loop. And this thing is stunning. I mean, it is a Ferrari on steroids. It is so fast. It climbs vertically, and 380 something like that knots in this turboprop. It is an awful lot of fun to fly, so really thumbs up on that one. Get it. Moving along to X-Plane, and the first scenery patch that I downloaded looks amazing. Let's show you some of these screenshots. It's Cardiff, and photo realistic. This is gorgeous ortho scenery around Cardiff. Definitely beats the Orbex scenery, and just love it. So look out for that one. As usual, I'll put links to all of these in the show notes below. The next one I found, not that I've flown there before, but did have a quick fly around Hungary. Yeah, well, why not? The scenery does look beautiful. This is ortho scenery, and I believe it's at ortho level 17. And as can be seen from some of these screenshots here, it is stunning. It looks beautiful, and it's got the night lighting and everything. So For those still with X-Plane, those two give a big thumbs up for downloading them both and really enjoying both of them. Moving along, this is not necessarily Microsoft or P3D or FSX. Haven't got this yet. I did have some SATEC FIPS. Unfortunately, I plugged them into what I thought was a USB hub, but it wasn't. It was a power supply, and I blew all of my FIPS up. I had 6 of them and killed the displays on all of them. And it's not possible to change these displays. Anyway, this could tempt me into buying another one. It is a G1000 on a FIP. How cool is that? These G1000 hardware units are not cheap. And if you get one on one of these FIPS, so that's one to look out for. Sim Engineering, again, look in the show notes below for more information on that. Now, Microsoft's update. Oh, we'll come to that in a minute. I nearly forgot this one. I mentioned last week and on one of my videos, I believe, which one was it? Oh, the Airbus tutorial. That when you're asking for taxi clearance with Pilot2ATC, it just says go to the taxi to runway XXX, wherever you're going to. That's because the airports do not natively have all the taxi routes set up in the way that X-Plane does, for example, for using in Pilot2ATC. And I said that there are some online. I'll put a show notes link below. Here they are on flightsim.to, all of the airports that have been patched. So Pilot2ATC will give you proper taxiway instructions. On to that patch from Microsoft this week, and WASM, or WebAssembly. Now, my Stream Decks stopped working. Well, they didn't stop working completely, but some of the plugins I'm using, Lorbe's Access and O's, stopped working after the World Update number 4. Some of the buttons weren't working, some of the features weren't working, and I was getting crashed to desktops. I got in touch with Oliver from Lorbe, who sent me through a patch. He wasn't over keen on it. He said it's a dirty patch, but it'll get you up and running again. I applied it and it did work. Good news is that Microsoft have fixed it. WebAssembly, I'm not going to go through it now, and to be quite honest, I'm still trying to get my head around exactly what it was. I've done some Lua programming before with X-Plane, but it looks now I have to switch if I'm going to carry on writing code to a WebAssembly. There's some notes about it. The important thing to know is, though, that this was patched in the last update, and while the last patch, not the last update, which broke it, a lot of third-party applications like Lorbe's Access and O's and some third-party instrument gauges and third-party aeroplanes would have stopped working or crashed to desktop because of this WebAssembly. Microsoft have patched it, so Lorbe's Access and O's working 100% again, so that is good news. And finally, just before we leave, I said I was going to say something about face masks when you wear glasses, and you know what it's like. You put them on while you're shopping and your glasses steam up, so you end up bringing your glasses down like that, or trying to wedge your face mask under it. I found this file. I can put this face mask on and I'm getting no misting whatsoever. It's a 3D print. It's this little piece of plastic here. This isn't the actual one I've got, but there are a fair number of them on there. If I just bring this up and unclip this, you can see there, it's just a little nose clip that you put at the top. You put that at the top of your mask and no steaming. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye, and I'll see you next week with more news. Until then, as usual, please take care, enjoy your flying, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.